These glitter jars have become so popular in therapy offices across the United States. And usually, they're used within the context of teaching our children how to soothe themselves in the face of big emotions, or as a means to distract themselves whenever they're experiencing a big emotion. And even though I do believe that soothing and distraction may bring temporary relief to the inner life of your child, I believe that there's some bigger and more profound lessons on mindfulness and the nature of emotions that these glitter jars can teach your children. In this video, we're going to go over 3 lessons. The first lesson is called Clarity is the Nature of the Mind. Clarity is the nature of the mind. And when you hold this jar, something becomes obvious. The glitter has settled to the bottom, and the water is calm and clear. In this context, the glitter represents an emotion, any emotion, and the water represents the mind and the mind's capacity to hold or experience any emotion. Clarity is the nature of the mind. When left undisturbed, the mind is calm and clear and able to see what needs to be seen in the moment. Ask your child to reflect upon a time when they felt calm and clear. How did their bodies feel? How did they relate to themselves and to others? The second lesson is called Getting Caught in the Tornado. And I think we all know what this is all about, right? In this lesson, you just hold the jar and you ask your child to just shake the jar. And what becomes evident is that it's hard to see through the water. It's hard to see into the mind. It's harder to identify things or to discern things. What this is meant to visually demonstrate is what it feels like to get caught up in an emotion, how easy it is to lose perspective when we get caught up in emotion. Ask your child how they felt when they got caught up in the tornado of an emotion. How do their bodies feel? How do they relate to themselves and to others? What words came out of their mouth? The second part to lesson 2 is that we as humans, whether it be adults or children, we don't just shake the jar once. We shake and reshake the jar of emotions over and over again. And every time that we do this, we re-trigger the emotion. We add fuel to the tornado, thus making our suffering last longer. What if we can teach our children a skill that would enable them to calm the tornado, to settle the tornado? This brings me to lesson number 3. Lesson number 3 is called Seeing, Breathing, and Settling. Seeing, breathing, and settling. Make this a little mini meditation if you're going to practice with your child. Ask your child to hold the jar and then just shake it. In the moment that the jar has been shaken, ask your child to bring awareness to seeing. Just seeing the glitter. And the glitter can represent an emotion, any emotion. Just seeing the glitter. And now ask your child to bring awareness to their breath. Just breathing and seeing and breathing. Ask your child what happens to the glitter when left undisturbed, and just seeing and breathing and settling. Every time that we ask the child to connect, to see the glitter, we're asking them to acknowledge that an emotion is present. We're asking them to identify the emotion, not to become identified by the emotion. Every time that we ask your child to breathe as they see the glitter, to breathe as they see the emotion, we're asking them to self-regulate. Every time that they use the breath, they're using the breath to calm their central nervous system. And the outcome of that usually is a settling of the emotion. So just to recap, 3 lessons. Clarity is the nature of the mind. Getting caught in the tornado. And seeing, breathing, and settling. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'm always here to help. And be sure to check out our upcoming workshops. Thank you so much.